Do you ever feel like music's lost its meaning? What do you mean? Like, no one cares about music. Tons of people care about music, man. What are you talking about? Well, I just feel like making music has lost its meaning because there's always someone better. And now with the internet, you really see how talented people are. And I just feel like I'm not, you know? Who am I to think I can compete? I don't think I've ever thought that. Really? No, because I'm not making music for people to be impressed. And let's be honest, guitar skills only impress other guitarists, and half of them are going to hate you even more if you're good, and probably make fun of your big nose. You have a big nose, or your weird hair, or bad fashion. But they will do so because you're good at guitar, and because you actually put yourself out there while they don't. Do you really think so? Oh, for sure, man. But what I'm saying is, forget about people being better. Can you create songs that connect with people? I don't know, man. I try. Like, do you write for other people to like your songs, or do you write because you have to? I've never really thought about that. I haven't either, because it's never even been a question for me. Damn, yeah. Hello there, and welcome to another one of these unedited me talking to you with no script type videos that I struggle with because I'm bad at making them, but I realized that they could probably be a pretty good thing to do now and then, because I have very little time to make these more prepared, longer preparation, production type videos in my life right now. Work is a little bit crazy, and it's just I don't have room to put anything out unless I do it like this, which is quicker to make, but I suck at it. So I figured, good time to practice, right? And on that topic of not being very good at stuff, I've been thinking about something for a while, about YouTube and music and all that kind of stuff. See, very articulate. I guess the conundrum is this: how do I, someone who's self-identified as a bad musician, as sort of having a chronic feeling of being the worst musician in the room, of any room I step into, and you know my struggles with self-doubt and self-belief and sort of the whole identity around being a musician and feeling like a fraud and all that stuff. I've made tons of videos about that. How do I start or what makes someone like me start a YouTube channel about making music and about music? How does that make sense? The conclusion I've come to with all of that is that the reason I have a channel about music, even though I don't think I'm good at music, is because I don't think I'm good at music. So I have nothing to lose, because I'm at peace with what I'm good at, what I'm not so good at, what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy, my whole role, my whole sort of identity as a musician, and what parts I think I do well and what I don't do well, and I have no embarrassment, no struggle around that. I think it's just a matter of fact kind of acceptance around that whole thing. Because of that, I am also not afraid. Because what's going to happen is, I mean, people in the comments can tell me that I suck, that I'm terrible, that I don't know how to compose, that I use too many dissonances and I don't understand good, whatever they're going to say, whatever nasty kind of internet garbage they can pile on me or put me through or tell me, I've already thought that myself. So I don't care. It's like, sure, yeah, that's cool. That's your opinion. Sometimes that's probably my opinion too. It's not going to stop me though. It's not going to stop me from making music. That's not going to put me down any worse than I've already put myself down in the past, and sometimes now. It's just, it is what it is. That's fine. I don't really care. So I keep going. And I keep going from my point of view, from my perspective of approaching music in my way, thinking about it my way, a bit more cerebral perhaps, and a bit, maybe less like a musician and more like a, let's just say a slightly different angle. Maybe not. It's just a different way of hearing and composing and thinking sometimes, I think. That was a raven. If you heard that. The two ravens have been with me all day, actually. I can see them right now. I love ravens. Anyway, where was I? The reason I have a YouTube channel about making music is that for anyone out there in the entire world who feels a bit similar, or who feel like they're not good enough, or that they don't know what they're doing, or that they don't have any real skills, they don't know how to compose real music, they're not, like, they put themselves, and I put myself in a separate category to the real musicians, and we live in this sort of parallel shadow world of self-doubt. To anyone out there who feels that way, that's why I'm here in front of the camera speaking. In case you watch this, and in case you feel validated, and in case you feel not alone in that feeling, and that there are others who feel the same way, who keep going, who keep making music, and we just don't care. Art's not about that. And I think my art's good. I think it has value. So in conclusion, I really do suck at motivational speeches, don't I? My battery died, so I had to replace it with a new one. So what I'm saying is, I know that some of you are going to hear this and think that I'm putting myself down and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. All the usual comments I get, which I understand, that makes sense, and I appreciate the love that sometimes comes out of that, but I don't see it that way. I don't think about it that way. What I'm trying to say is that, I mean, in a way, what's the option to that? Is it to think that I'm so great? That's just weird to me. Of course I have stuff to improve, and of course because I want to improve, I'm going to see the things I do that can be better, where I can learn, where I can grow, the room I have to grow. That's my focus. What am I not so good at that I want to get better at? Because I know what it can be. I have a vision of where I want to be, and I know how far away I am from that. So I'm not scared to say that this part isn't good, or that I can do a lot better with this, or there's room for improvement here. To me, that's not putting myself down. That's just, I have a vision. I know where I want to be, and I know how far away I am from that, and I'm working to bridge that gap. The other side is the more sort of deep feeling in your gut about who you are, and it's like identity. I don't feel like a musician. I feel like a fraud. It's just so ingrained in me for myself. Like, I put that in my head, but I can't get rid of it. And I've accepted that, and I'm okay with that. And I have those feelings, but they don't stop me. And I think a lot of us have those types of feelings about things in life. And they shouldn't stop you either, no matter what it is, because sometimes you're not going to think your way out of a problem. You're not going to solve your emotional knots by talking them to death. Just carry on, just push through, carry on, keep working, and just let it be there. Just let it be there. Like, you understand the difference. I understand the difference between an irrational feeling and a thought that I can construct myself and base on evidence and evaluation. And I know in the case that they don't align, I get that I'm not going to think my way out of that one. I just have to push on through with a bad feeling in my stomach sometimes, and a little bit of fear, and a little bit of anxiety, nervousness, and self-doubt, and feeling self-conscious. But I believe that doing that, waking up day by day, slowly doing that, is gonna change that feeling with time. That's what I do. To prove to myself and to the world that it's okay to have these feelings. Just don't give them any power. Just don't let those feelings make the choices for you. They can just be there. But they're not driving the car or the bus or the big vehicle. Heavy, big, hard to turn vehicle. they're not the driver. They're just some annoying passenger that eventually are gonna run out of steam and get off at some gas station and buy some Doritos or something and move on with life because they didn't have the tenacity that you and I do. And that's why we're gonna win this weird thing. Whatever this is, life, I think. So that's my motivational, very motivational, inspirational spiel here. That's what I want to talk about. Self-doubt. How can someone as low in confidence as myself have an entire YouTube channel based around the thing that I'm so low in confidence about? How does that make sense? This is how it makes sense. If that made sense to you. It makes sense to me. Maybe I'm alienating everyone with how I approach this. Who knows? Alright, what I'm trying to say is don't let self-doubt, low self-belief, low confidence, weird doubts and anxieties and things that we all have, don't let them stop you from pursuing what you love and what you're passionate about. And so what if you do it your own way, a little bit of an unconventional, maybe not like the typical talents in your field do it. So what? Be you. Do it your way. Do it for yourself. And if others enjoy it, that's amazing. That's a true blessing. But even when they don't, but you do, that's what matters. That's what matters. And I don't think I'm the only person with this problem in the world. And that's why I have this channel. One of the reasons. That's the point of the video. That's what I wanted to say. Hopefully I made that clear now in 1 minute instead of all the other time I took blabbering on. Thank you for watching. Have a great day wherever you are in the world, and take care, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye bye.